Warning, drugs are not a joke. There's a recent heroin outbreak in Massachusetts. Heroin is an opiate drug that is synthesized from morphine, a naturally occurring substance extracted from the seed pod. Heroin usually appears as a white or brown powder, or as a black sticky substance, also known as black tar heroin. Most heroin addictions start with painkillers such as Vicodin, Oxycontin, etc. Then the painkillers are too expensive and not strong enough to feed the addiction, so they turn to heroin. Since 2007, the usage of heroin has been on the rise. In 2012, about 669,000 Americans were reported to be using heroin. This trend appears mostly in young adults aged 18 to 25. The impact of heroin use is felt all across the United States, with heroin being identified as the most or one of the most important drug abuse issues. Individuals in treatment for heroin abuse increased from 11% in 2008 to 26% in the first half of 2012. At least 185 people have died from suspected heroin overdoses in Massachusetts in less than 4 months. Here with us today, we have a former heroin addict to tell us her story.
Hi, Julie. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
Are you ready to tell us your story?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Julie, it all started in high school when my friend peer pressured me into trying heroin. At the time, I knew the addictive effects of heroin, but I didn't realize the toll it would take on my life. I started to get into it, and before I knew, I was addicted to heroin. The story ends when I was at my friend's house and I overdosed. I'm very thankful that the first responders came as quickly as they did, and they gave me Narcan to reverse the overdose. After my overdose, I realized I needed to change. I ended up going to rehab, and I have been clean for 2 years.
You are a true inspiration to us all.
That's all I want to be.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Anything for you, Julie.
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Josh. I've been a heroin addict for the last 5 years. It's really affected my life, and I can't stop.
Dude, you shouldn't be doing this. It's taking over your life.
I know, dude. I just spent like $100 and now like I have no money.
It's not good, dude. It's just changing you. Stop.
I don't know what to do.
The following are signs of an opiate overdose. Blue skin tinge, usually on your fingertips or your lips, a very limp body and a very pale face. Your heartbeat would be slow, erratic, or not there at all. You would be throwing up or passing out or choking. Your breathing would be very slow, irregular, or stopped altogether, and you would be unable to respond. In cases of an overdose, you should call 911, practice rescue breathing, and provide Narcan. Narcan, also known as naloxone, is used to treat narcotic drug overdoses or to diagnose narcotic drug addictions. Since officers began carrying Narcan in 2010, they had administered the drug 220 times and reversed 211 overdoses in a matter of a year. Narcan is administered nasally, is easy to use, and requires minimal training, and is almost immediately effective. Attorney General Eric Holder called on police and fire departments to equip their employees with a life-saving drug that can reverse heroin overdoses. He was quoted saying, "Today I'm calling on all first responders, including state and local law enforcement agencies, to train and equip their men and women on the front lines to use the overdose reversal drug known as naloxone." The cost of expanded Narcan use is expected to be covered by a combination of state and local funding. I don't know how to end this.